Alright guys, welcome back to KWPR, koi plants, koi water plants and rants. Even I got it wrong. Anyway, yeah, so trying to shorten the title a bit because it's a bit of a mouthful for some people. So KWPR sounds like an American radio station. Anyway, this week's video, not much going on apart from the competition prize draw. Find out who the winner is. But so we got that, but I mean the weather's been awful at the weekend, so I didn't really get a lot done. So I've done a bit of filming out and about in the lorry, just talking about a couple of things, just to give you a bit of content. We had a very quick look at the fish and I managed to get some concrete. Well, cement I should say, not concrete. I made my own concrete. But yeah, so yeah. So I'm going to start off, I said I'll be doing a couple of shout outs a week to different channels that I watch. So one of them is, I've mentioned this young lad before, but I'm going to give him another shout out again, is Joshua Birch. He's got a pond that he built himself. He works in the hospitality trade. So he's been in lockdown for God knows how long. So yeah, he built all his ponds himself, and big old pond. He's got a big old garden. He's doing the garden up, and he's doing a good job. So pop over to his channel. He does wildlife photography and videos as well. So if you're interested in that, he's got a few of them on his channel as well. Very talented photographer. So yeah. So Joshua Birch, pop along, say hi, catch his videos. And another channel that is subscribed to me, and I've recently subscribed to them as well, is A&C Koi Fish. Another in-ground ponder. Got some gorgeous koi in there. Nice garden, nice setup and that lot. So yeah, so that's A&C Koi. So links to both of their channels will be down in the description below. Anyway, so like I said, not really a great deal going on. Like I said, done my best. Keep the interest up. So let's get on and start with a rainy day. See you in a bit. Enough already, eh? Come on, time out. Give it a break. Somebody have a word with Mother Nature, let us know it's May. Lovely weather, jeez. Ain't stopped all weekend. As it was, I didn't finish work until late Saturday afternoon. So just left me today really to do any ponding stuff, and yeah, torrential rainfall. It's awful. It hasn't stopped. It's just eased off a little bit now, but my plans of getting fish out and pulling them up and having a measure up and scraping and photographing some of the fish, yeah, out the window. Can't do nothing. Can't do no gardening. Can't do no pond work. I've got to do the filter clean still, but that's just the joys. But at least I'm stood underneath the cover now. But anyway, so outdoor stuff, ponding wise, not going to get a lot of stuff done. Have a look at fish. Yeah, at least they don't seem bothered by it, which is a good thing. Horrible weather. Like I said, it actually just stopped raining for the first time today. For how long I don't know, but yeah, I've got to check the pH because all this rainfall can come down. It can affect your pH. I've mentioned it in one of my previous videos, was rainfall good or bad, but normal rainfall tends to, pure rainfall has a neutral pH. So you get heavy doses of rainfall. It can, if you've got a higher pH as normal, it can lower your pH to what your normal levels are. And if you live in industrial areas, I don't think it's so much these days as sort of like, you know, a few years ago, but because these days the emissions are monitored such. But if you live in high industrial areas up around the big cities and things like that, when the rain's falling down, it can pick up acidity and toxins from these big factories that are pouring out, you know, gallons or whatever it is they are into the air. And again, that can affect your pond's pH and your parameters. So it's always worth checking after exceptional amounts of rainfall like we've had just recently. I think it's the whole country has been suffering. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to clean the filters and then go on inside and going to do the draw. So I hope you're feeling lucky, folks. Do the draw for the giveaway, and also show you some more stuff about the seneye as the saga continues. Alright guys, I'll catch you inside in a bit. So in the travels I managed to pick up 3 bags of cement. Yay! So when I did get home last night and there was a break in the weather in the late afternoon, I thought, sod it, so I mixed it all together, laid it. It has gone off. I know it looks wet, that's because I've just pulled the cover back and there's been a little bit of collapse of soil, but that just brush off. It has gone off, I've just checked it. So I've got all the footings down, and hopefully I'll be able to start laying the brickwork next weekend. But like I said, if this weather, it's supposed to rain all next week, so it's not looking good. But yeah, so if you look, if you're after cement, if you look around, you can get some, but you know, I travel around a bit, so I was lucky I managed to find some. But I think that stocks are due to start coming back into the stores this week anyway, somewhere around normal levels. But the other thing that's a shortage of, so I found out today, is boulders. You know, I've got the boulders in my garden. Let's show you. So you know, boulders like this, Scottish boulders or Eastern River boulders, as some of the other places call them. I just wanted some more to go down in this corner down here. Just finish all this off round here. Place where I normally go, yeah, they've discontinued it, so they can't get hold of them anymore, so they discontinued the range. And the garden centres that normally do them at a dearer price, they've not been able to get hold of any anyway as well. So yeah, seems to be a shortage of absolutely everything at the moment. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. It won't matter, it won't be so bad if these boulders didn't come from each country, because they do. I mean, a lot of them, all these here, the Scottish boulders they call them. And I know for a fact, when you go up to Scotland and you start driving off the road in a lot of the lay-bys, you've got all these big piles of these boulders just sat there where they've built the lay-bys, or they're digging out the bin areas and things like that, and they just leave them on the side of the road. But yeah, anyway, it's actually stopped raining for a minute. Look, it came. Replaced, absolutely no questions whatsoever. So, sorry if this video is a bit disjointed and it's cutting from one scene to the next. It's just the way it's worked out this week. It's been an absolute nightmare this week trying to get stuff recorded. But anyway, yeah, so I had the delivery, the box turned up, and I have got to give a big shout out to the place where I got it from, which was Discount Leisure Products. Now, I know it don't sound like a pond related or koi related sort of site, but they have got a lot of pond stuff, koi related stuff, filters, pumps, all sorts. Well worth a look, because their prices are quite cheap as well, really, compared to a lot of other places. But I'd fired off the email, to them. They emailed me back, very polite email, just sort of saying, can we just ask what was you using it for? Because sometimes if you put too much pressure on, you know, if you're not using big enough hose and blah 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 stuff like that, it can cause failure. And I just emailed back saying no, I was using it on a Nexus 220 with 100 litres of media in the outer chamber, and they emailed me back and said no, that's fine, pump's all boxed off and it's on its way to you, and it turned up the next day. So happy days. Not had a chance to get it on yet because of the horrible weather and not having enough time, as I usually do. Oh dear, I have to have a job where I can get home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or have a job where I can get home at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, maybe one day. But yeah, so yeah, I couldn't get it fitted, so hopefully this weekend I'll be able to swap them over. Now I've put the plugs on, it's only a 2-minute job anyway. Unplug one, take off the hose, put the other one in, plug it in, put the hose on, happy days, and away we go. But there again, you know, if the weather's fine, I'm going to be doing brickying. Not much of a bricky. Oh god, my brickying's terrible. But yeah, I'll be doing brickying, plus got the grandkids turning up and everything else. And at the moment it looks like I'm not getting in back from France until Saturday morning. I'm on Friday night's boat, so it'll be Saturday morning back into the UK, back to the hard wash down. So it's going to be getting on for 10-11 o'clock by the time I get home, so half a Saturday gone again. But hey ho, such is life. We got to smile. If you don't smile, you cry. no, life's picking up a bit, innit? So, you know, shops are open and we'll all have a bit of fun. But anyway, draw. Right, so I'm going to go over to show you the draw in a minute. But a bit of good news on that front. If you don't win this time, don't despair. Managed to do a bit of a deal. It's not a sponsorship a deal or anything like that. It's just because I've brought God knows how many hanna meters. They've said once I purchase this one for this competition, they don't know. Well, I mean, like I said, but once I purchase this one, my next one I can get half price, tax free. So giving back to you guys out there, because you give to me, so I'm going to give back to you. So in June, middle of June, towards the end of the June, not exactly sure when yet, but I will do another giveaway after this one, again a hanna meter of your choice. Fair dues. So like I say, so if you're not a winner this time, got another chance in June. So anyway, let's have a look, see who won this week. So here we go. Good luck to everybody. What I've done in the filter in the comments is because some people were putting Patch and Amanda, or Amanda and Patch. The YouTube comment generator sort of picks the words as they come, I believe. So I've actually gone through every comment where everybody's got the name right, checked that they got both names right, which you all have. And so what I'm going to do is just put the one word in Patch and then get the comments. So the amount of unique comments is 114. So, which is right. I think it might have gone down too far, so let's go up a little bit more. Right. And so, drum roll please, and start. So, winner is, congratulations to Martin Ward. So, yeah, winner Martin Ward. So, if you can contact me either on here or on my Facebook group of the same name, Koi Water Plants and Rants, and drop me your email or contact details, and we can sort out which hanna meter you prefer, and get your address and everything like that, and get it sent off to you as soon as I can. All right, guys. So well done to Martin Ward. Congratulations, mate. Well done. And like I said, hope to speak to you soon. And as I said earlier, for all of those of you who didn't win, don't get downhearted. Like I said, there will be another one up for grabs, middle of or towards the end of June. So stay with it. Good luck in the future. And again, well done to Martin Ward. Get hold of me and we'll sort it all out. Right, okay guys, time to go to work. Speak to you soon. Bye. Just coming into Calais. Just see over my shoulder there. Calais. UK over there. So join you again when I'm back in the truck. So just waiting to deboard the ferry. I've got to go last because I'm slightly wide and quite high for the boat, right on the limit. So I think I can move now. Turn you around so you can see the journey. So just trying to get out of the ferry port. 4.3 metres at 150 metres. Well, I'm 4.4. Hopefully I'll be able to get under it.
Keep left to Rocard Est. So now I've got to go out to Calais truck stop, not because I want to take a break and have a coffee or anything like that. It's where the agent for clearing the paperwork your customs paperwork is. So
in 4
I need to go
miles,
up there,
keep left
park
toward
up, hand the
Dunkirk.
paperwork in and get that cleared. When we first came out of Europe, it was taking sort of like 24 hours, 36 hours to do. It's now down to an hour or an hour and a half-ish, depends on what sort of mood they're in, I suppose. So it's not too bad, so we'll crack on up there. Speed limit's been nothing round here. It ain't even marked up properly. Welcome to France, if you can call Calais France. In normal times, this is Little England. There's more British people over here than what there are French people. Anyway. Like nicer weather than what I left behind, so that's a bonus. Cali truck stop. 100% secure. Well, nothing's 100% secure, but as far as truck stops go, it's pretty secure. Jump across and get a ticket. That little hut you just see off to the right of the screen there is where I've got to go take the paperwork. So, just put in my destination in the sat nav for fellow YouTuber and one of my followers, Lou Margot. Sorry, Lou Margot. I keep on forgetting you say it's Lou. Yeah, down near where you originate from, south of France, going to Vitrolles, right down, not far from Marseille. And if you can sort of see up there, 664 miles, and if I was to drive it non-stop from now, which I can't because I ain't got my paperwork cleared yet, I will get there at 0125 UK time and 0225 French time, but obviously I can't do that. The rules and regulations, probably be in 2 6-hour leaps, 2 6 hours today and then 6 hours tomorrow morning, so I'll get there just after lunchtime tomorrow. But yeah, thought that'd be of interest to you. So it's 5 to 12 GMT UK time, 5 to 1 French time, and I'm about 40 clicks from Orange, which is for those of you who don't know, it's the home of the French Foreign Legion, so I've been led to believe anyway. So just coming into typical French services. Sign over there saying the restaurant is open. Considering France is still in lockdown. Taking up 2 spaces, but if I don't, it's because I'm wide. Right, I'm going for a pee, so I ain't going to take you with me. Just back there, you can't see it from the road, but there's a seaplane airport.
I was hoping to sort of see one taking off. It's quite a sight actually, or one landing. You only ever see it in movies. It's I've seen it for real when I've been down here before. It's quite good to watch. But anyway, I've tipped off. Now I'm making my way all the way back up to a place near Laval in France to pick up some machines. Nice 23 degrees. Not particularly warm for this part of the country, but warm enough. Bonjour, Lo. Comment tu vas? Je suis en France. Ça te fait mal à mal de paix? Ou non? Oui. Just a little message to our very own Lo on YouTube there. Obviously coming from France. So yeah, still in France, and just making my way now. Just stop, put kettle on, make a cup of tea, and then I'm just going to do the leg between Lyon and Clermont-Ferrand, and then up to Laval, which is where I'm picking up tomorrow. So nice leisurely drive today, and in no rush today. Makes a change, but so I thought I'd take you with me and talk about the seneye. Yeah, the saga continues, and also on the feedback on the drums. So crack on in a minute, and I'll talk while I'm driving, if that's all right with you guys. All right, see you in a bit. Right, so yeah, the seneye, the saga continues. Now, when I put the new slide in last time, the readings were close enough. I mean, not spot on, but close enough to what my liquid tests and the digital Hanna pH checker was saying. Now, it only seems to be the pH I'm having a problem with. Everything else is there or thereabouts, close enough to sort of like, you know, keep an eye on things. So I put the new slide in. The pH readings were great. You know, well, not great, but close enough. And they stayed like that for about 15 days. Then after about the 15-day mark, according to Hanna, the pH started dropping. Now what I do is a couple of charts.
Traffic is now flowing smoothly on your route.
Sorry. I post a couple of charts up. So this first chart, sort of like it's when the slide have only been in a few days. So you can see it's up around about sort of like the 8.2 mark, which is where my readings are on the other tests. It fluctuates during the day, which pH does. It will fluctuate throughout the day by as much as probably about 0.4 or so, possibly 0.5 sometimes, believe it or not. But anyway, so yeah, these first two charts show that, you know, the readings are where they need to be, sort of thing. Then, like I say, after 15 days, the readings started dropping, my pH started dropping. And you can see by these two charts that the you know, they're dropping down to 7 and below 7 at times. Now they got a Facebook page, so just having a little scan through the Facebook page, the seneye Facebook page, and it does seem to be a common thing. The slides for the pH reading seem to last about, you know, 14, 15, 16 days, and then it starts to go downhill quite rapidly. Not so much on the tropical and marine side of things. They seem to be okay. It's just more so on the pond kits. The pH side of the testing doesn't seem to sort of stay accurate for more than sort of like 15 days. maybe this is something that Senna needs to look at. But I've just changed the slide this weekend in the pouring rain. And so I'll keep an eye on it, see how it goes. And again, if it happens again, sort of like after about 15 days and it starts to bottom out again, it's we'll have to contact Senna and say, do you realise this is happening? And because if I'm going to have to change the slide out every 15 days, then that's going to get expensive. That's going to double the costs on slides because they're supposed to last 30 days. Which, like I said, considering how much you pay for this seneye pond kit, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not thousands of pounds, but it's still, like I said, if you used to buy it new at the list price, I didn't, but if you buy it new at the list price, you're talking £300, around about £300 mark. Some places are about £295, other places are over £300, £310, £315. So, you know, it's a fair wad of money, and you'd expect it to work properly for that sort of money. But such is life, you know. So I will keep an eye on it. We'll double check on this slide, and again, if after 15 days it just don't want to play, then yeah, then again I'll have to contact Seneye. Now I've sent off the Wi-Fi module. I've sent that back to them for testing, so hopefully I'll be hearing from them soon about the testing, and tell me that it's kaput, not working, and then I can get a credit in slides or something else like that, which is fine. I've turned the camera on me, I mean, so I was hoping you could sort of see a bit of the French.
In 1 mile, keep right to N488.
Oh, and he's pulling off, that's alright then. Go on then, pull off, mate. Where's he going? God, flaming hell, this is painful. Oh, that's painful. But yeah, you're not really sort of seeing much, so I'll turn you around and show you out the window rather than look at my ugly mug, and we'll talk about the drum filter question I asked you guys and the feedback I got. So I'll just turn you around. So yeah, I asked you last week about sort of like the water height for the drums from sort of
keep
like the
right
level
to N488
to the top of the drum, and lots of feedback on that. Thank you very much, much appreciated. But the comments, a lot of the comments I was getting,
in half a mile, take the slip road on the right toward E70.
Susan, thank you. A lot of the lot of suggestions going on what I was having in the back of my mind anyway was to go for the easy option, keep the Nexus, because they do cost a fair bit of money, and get a Draco drop-in, so you still get the drum and you keep the Nexus as well. All you've got to do is take out the centre section of the Nexus. So that is going to be my plan.
Take the slip road on the right toward E70.
God, she's annoying. But yeah, so yeah, yeah, just take out the centre section, drop in the Draco in, and then you got a drum. Yeah, it's a small drum. I mean, they're not huge, so but they work very well from what I can hear. So I have fired off an email to Draco just to see if I can get some more information and maybe a bit of promotional leaflets or booklets or something like that, so I can sort of like go over it with you guys who don't know what Draco drop-ins or never heard of Draco drums.
Continue on A72.
Yes, Susan, I will do. So I fired off an email to them on Monday. A bit disappointingly, I've not heard anything back yet. I used their contact sheet off of their website Thursday now, so I thought I would have heard something back by now. Which is going to be my plan of attack. I've got to save lots of pennies anyway, though. They're not expensive on sort of like the drum side of things, but I mean, you're still talking over 1,000 notes for a V2 drop-in, version 2 drop-in. So, unless you can find it come up second-hand, and I don't think I've ever seen a Draco second-hand come up. They probably do, but I just don't look in the right places. You know, we've come a long way since, I mean, when I first started pond keeping. I mean, my very first filter was just a bog standard box filter. You know, a couple of layers of foam and some bloody plastic Cyperax type stuff, which lasted about a month, and I moved on to the Vortex and a multi-bay filter, which I've still got to say is probably, yeah, the footprint's big, but I mean, they were flaming good filters. A lot of high maintenance, but you know, really good filters they were. A lot of people still use them, you know, and I don't think they'll ever swap. But yeah, so that is my plan of attack. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could sort of like just rip it all out and get myself a nice drum and bio unit combination, but you know, what's the point of going to that expense when you've already sort of paid out for the Nexus, which, don't get me wrong, in itself is a good filter, but it's just it just doesn't fit in with not so much my lifestyle but my work life. They need more cleaning than what I can actually give it at the moment, and my lovely lady wife, she does a hell of a lot, and she isn't prepared to sort of like learn how to do that and take that on. So for me, a drum is the solution. The next, if you're enjoying coming round France, let me know, and I will do sort of like a full start to finish video if you're interested in seeing what goes on, sort of like from picking up, booking on the ferry, getting off the ferry, obviously customs clearance, driving down the road. You know, obviously I'm not going to do the full all the way down, showing you every flaming kilometre, but you know, just places of interest and stuff like that, beautiful scenery, unloading, loading, and then back up again, booking on the ferry, getting off the ferry. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, getting off the ferry at Portsmouth. Oh, dear me, what a nightmare. But anyway, if you're interested in that and you want to see a video about all that, you know, going off kilter from sort of like koi and ponding, let me know. But anyway, like I said, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell button so you can get notifications when new videos come out. And like I said, keep looking forward for the next giveaway for another hanna meter of your choice, and I'll see you next week. Alright everybody, take care, stay safe, and let's pray for a bit of decent weather, please.